Hey everybody, welcome back to DeHaven Family Farm. It is a snowy day here, as you're going to see very shortly. We have had our first real snowstorm of the season. It's 2024 now. And we got to do a lot of snow plowing. Some spots, it's averaging about 10 inches deep. Some spots are a little less, some are a little more because the wind was blowing quite a bit. Yeah, so there's a bunch of snow out there and the bottom layer is kind of heavy. So it may be a little bit difficult to push. We got some machines here in the garage. I'm gonna flip you guys around. So we got the Kubota SVL 75 on the snow pusher, and we've got the New Holland L220. Right now, I just have a regular snowplow blade on it. I'm gonna try that on the machine. A lot of times it works great, but sometimes when the bottom layer of the snow is wet and heavy, the plow blade isn't quite heavy enough and it'll ride up just a little bit and it'll leave a little bit of snow behind. So I may end up having to switch that just to putting a snow bucket on. We have an 84-inch bucket, so I might have to put that on. So we'll see how that goes. I have a helper today, so we are going to be running both machines and we'll get you some footage of that. Should be kind of interesting and fun, us working together. Never had a video like this before. So, hey, stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the video. My son is going to work on the main driveway over there. This is his first time using a snow pusher. What am I talking about? First time using a snow pusher. It's the first time I've ever used one too. I just bought it recently, and I think I like it. I've kind of was thinking that it wasn't going to be a great fit for the way our driveway and parking lot is, but ultimately I think it actually is going to be fairly helpful, especially with this kind of snow where the snow plow, you guys can see I got the bucket back on. The snow plow wasn't heavy enough. It was just starting to ride up over the bottom, so I got an 84-inch bucket on right now, and he's doing that part, and I'm up at the top backing out onto the state highway that goes by our house here and pushing this down. I didn't want him up here doing that yet, so I'm going to do this for a while, and then he'll be pushing over there. Yeah, I think you guys can see him there. He's coming. Oh, we got a car coming. So he's going to come up and turn around right in front of us, and then he will go back down. Getting himself lined up to go back down again. Another car. Away we go. Getting a lot of stuff opened up. As you can see, it's starting to get dark here, and this snow is just, it's so slippery. You track on it one time, drive on it once, and it's so slippery. So we just have this last section here. We're going to tag team this edge. I think there's a little cleanup work here and there, but that's the majority of it. It sounds like we might actually have a little bit of rain here in a couple days. So I don't think I'm going to go crazy getting every last little area cleaned up like I normally do. I'm going to wait and kind of see what the rain does, and it might end up washing away some of this stuff. So I want to waste the fuel pushing snow if I don't have to. But on the off chance that that doesn't happen, we'll at least have the majority of things opened up. So this last section we're working together on again. He's doing the main pushing, and I'm just sliding down the hill. And I'm going to go over here and clean up these little trails here. He's actually been getting around pretty well, even with the tracks on there, and as slippery as it is. They're still biting enough that I think he's getting around about as good as I am with the tires and no chains. I don't think we'll be able to use that machine very successfully in the future if things get icy, but if conditions stay decent, we'll be able to have two machines going, which is a huge help to me, having help doing this. He didn't realize there was a pile of snow behind him there. this one does. So when you get used to being able to use that a little bit, when you don't have it, it's a little bit harder to get used to. So I do have a camera that I am going to put in that machine. I just didn't have a chance to do it before we got out here to do snow. So I think I'm catching up to him here. Yep, right to the big pile. That's all right. He's got 10,000 pounds of machine there. He can barrel on through it. We got the machines back inside, getting ready to melt off. Hopefully they won't make too big of a mess on the floor. There's a couple of drains here, but overall everything went pretty well. You know, slippery like snow is, but two machines made it go a lot faster than one. I think the snow pusher was a success. I think it did a nice job for what we needed to do. I like the shoes that are on it. It keeps you from digging in quite so bad to the gravel. And obviously it's meant to push snow, so it does that pretty well, even better than, you know, a skid steer bucket or a plow. So I think in the future, maybe one of the next videos that we get when we get some snow again, although I'm not in a hurry for that. I think what we're going to do is compare some of the different attachments to see which one works the best. And obviously we got to factor in budget as well. You know, if you have something simple and cheap and it does the job, to something that is a lot more expensive and does a little bit better job, is that worth it? So I think we're going to compare some stuff in a future video, plowing some snow. But that ends today's video. It was a nice time out there, having my son out there and the two of us going at it and getting everything plowed up. So yeah, it was a good day. I want to thank everybody for watching. Questions, comments down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Sure hope to see y'all on the next video.